Upon returning with the apples, the great hero Hercules was greeted with cheers by Artheus' subjects. The hero's success, however, only fueled the jealousy of King Eurystheus. Having seen Hercules complete 11 labors thought impossible, Eurystheus was desperate. He decided the only way to rid himself of Hercules was to send him to the realm of the dead. Hercules, son of Zeus, had become beloved by the people for vanquishing sinister creatures and performing feats of unmatched bravery. Eurystheus, driven by envy and fear, saw Hercules' increasing glory as a direct threat to his own rule. Eurystheus, the Mycenaean king, had but one more labor to demand from Hercules, and he intended it to be the hero's last. He ordered Hercules to descend into the underworld and retrieve Cerberus, the legendary three-headed dog of Hades, tasked with guarding the gates of the underworld. Before embarking on this perilous journey, Hercules was initiated into the Eleusinian mysteries, rituals that symbolize death and resurrection, preparing him for the trials ahead. Hercules journeyed to a secret cave, the gateway to the underworld. At its entrance, he was met by his brother, Hermes, the god who guided souls to the realm of the dead. With Hermes' guidance, Hercules entered the dark and gloomy underworld. Inside, he encountered his friend Theseus, still alive but chained to a rock as punishment by Hades for attempting to kidnap Persephone, queen of the underworld. Hercules freed Theseus, who returned to the living world, grateful and renewed. Next, Hercules met Charon, the boatman of the underworld. Initially, Charon refused to transport Hercules across the river Acheron into Hades' domain. Undeterred, Hercules threatened to destroy both the boatman and his vessel, compelling Charon to relent and ferry him across the river. Upon reaching the other side, Hercules was confronted by Hades himself. The son of Zeus faced the lord of the underworld and negotiated for Cerberus' release, promising to return the beast upon completing his task. Hades, the god of the underworld, had given Hercules permission to attempt the capture of Cerberus, the fearsome three-headed guard dog of the underworld, but under the strict condition that Hercules must use only his bare hands to subdue the beast. As Hercules descended into the gloomy depths of Hades, he encountered Cerberus. Immediately, he noticed not just the creature's formidable trio of snarling heads, but also its serpent-like tail, adding an extra layer of danger to the monstrous dog. Hercules, a seasoned fighter who had previously vanquished myriad creatures in his past labors, was undeterred by the daunting task ahead. The ensuing battle between the demigod and Cerberus was fierce and grueling. Hercules, employing his vast strength and combat expertise, eventually overpowered Cerberus. With the beast in tow, he ascended back to the surface world. The sudden exposure to sunlight disoriented Cerberus, causing it to become nauseous and vomit. The spot where the vomit landed sprouted poisonous plants, adding a perilous twist to an already epic tale. Hercules, fulfilling his duty, dragged the subdued Cerberus to the palace of King Eurystheus. The sight of the terrifying creature sent the king scurrying in terror, seeking refuge in his bronze vat. True to his word, Hercules released Cerberus, who then returned to his rightful place in the underworld. With this act, Hercules completed his 12th and final labor, a monumental achievement that cemented his legacy as one of the greatest heroes of Greek mythology. However, Hercules' adventures were far from over. Released from his obligations to Eurystheus, he now sought revenge against King Laomedon of Troy, who had reneged on a promise to reward Hercules after he had saved the king's daughter from a sea monster. To accomplish this, Hercules assembled a formidable group of heroes, including Peleus, father of Achilles, and Telamon, father of Ajax. Leading a fleet of over 10 warships, Hercules set sail for Troy. Upon reaching the beaches of Ilion, a fierce battle ensued between Hercules' forces and the Trojans, led by King Laomedon himself. The Trojans were no match for Hercules' might and strategic prowess. Hercules forcefully kept the city gates open, allowing his men to storm Troy. During the siege, Telamon displayed extraordinary bravery, navigating the city streets and combating numerous Trojans single-handedly. Hercules, witnessing Telamon's valor, felt a twinge of jealousy, a rare emotion for the demigod. In a bid to mitigate Hercules' growing resentment and prevent further conflict, Telamon cleverly began gathering stones, claiming they were to build a monument in Hercules' honor. This humble gesture quelled Hercules' envy and restored harmony among the allies. The siege culminated with Hercules killing King Laomedon with a well-aimed bow shot, after which he pillaged the city. In a gesture of respect, Hercules awarded the princess Hesione to Telamon as a prize, who chose to marry her. Hesione selected her brother Podarces as her servant, who would later become known as Priam, the future king of Troy. Hercules' exploits in Troy further amplified his already considerable fame. Following this, Hercules encountered Deianira, a beautiful princess from the kingdom of Calydon, whose beauty had attracted numerous suitors, including Achelous, a river god capable of transforming into various forms. Deianira was horrified at the prospect of marrying Achelous, prompting her to plead with her father for an alternative. Hercules, enamored by Deianira's beauty and seeking a new bride after previous personal tragedies, challenged Achelous to win her hand. The clash between the demigod and the river god was yet another testament to Hercules' unwavering resolve and prowess. Thus, even after the completion of his legendary 12 labors, Hercules continued to face challenges and engage in adventures, each adding layers to his complex persona and his eternal quest for redemption, honor, and ultimately immortality beside his father, Zeus. His life, rich with heroic deeds and personal trials, remained a testament to the ideals of courage, strength, and resilience in Greek mythology.